13 on Your Side Weather Deck is sponsored by Montel Construction, your home team.
Meteorologist Colton Woods is out on the weather deck with the 13 on your side forecast. Colton, we had some of the storms here. We actually lost power earlier this afternoon. How is it out there on the weather deck right now?
Thankfully, Micah, things have calmed down substantially across West Michigan, and we're also cooling things down as well, which means our severe weather threat is completely done, as it has been over the past couple of hours, thankfully. But it was a pretty impressive storm system that we saw earlier today, that's for sure. Your 13 weather ball is blue. Cooler temperatures are in view. We'll be in the 30s and 40s tomorrow, which means, thankfully, no risk of severe weather tomorrow. The severe weather threat is completely over, thankfully, across West Michigan and all across the state of Michigan as well. Colder temperatures will funnel in tonight, which could lead to some light snow. We're not expecting snow accumulation by any means, but we'll likely have at least some snow in portions of our area during the overnight hours tonight. And that cold front will bring widespread 30s and 40s back to start your work week. But taking a look at Grand Haven, what it looked like throughout the day today, this is at 4 p.m. right before those storms moved onshore. You can see a few breaks in the cloud cover that really destabilized the atmosphere, which is allowing for that severe threat that we saw earlier this afternoon. Then here comes those storms moving onshore in Grand Haven right after 5 p.m. This is at 5:17 as those storms quickly moved onshore, bringing strong winds, high waves as well along the lakeshore, and also some pretty heavy rainfall and even some minor hail across West Michigan. But the big story by far was the winds. If we actually look at the reported wind gusts, Jackson saw a wind gust almost 100 miles per hour at 96 miles per hour. That is pretty much the equivalent of an EF0 or EF1 tornado, so a low-end tornado, but nonetheless, straight line winds definitely do cause some pretty impressive damage across the region. Even in Nashville and also Jamestown, they saw wind gusts over 70 miles per hour. In Holland, they saw a wind gust over 60 miles per hour, which is still pretty severe at 66 miles per hour. We did talk about this earlier in the newscast. This is the beach school damage that we saw in Fruitport, Cloverville area. I actually went to this elementary school as a kid, so this is pretty heartbreaking to see. A lot of damage there at Fruitport. Muskegon, though, right now, things have calmed down. We're sitting at 38 degrees with a west wind at 9 miles per hour, so conditions are improving across West Michigan. Thankfully, that low pressure system situated near Alpena, still bringing wintry impacts in the UP and northern lower. They've been dealing with an ice storm the past couple of days. The storms that we saw, though, well to the east of us past Detroit, not even in the state of Michigan anymore. We do have those cooler temperatures, though, wrapping behind us, and some snow showers in Wisconsin will try to move into West Michigan overnight, but they will struggle doing so, so we're not expecting much in the way of snow. Timing that out hour by hour, you can see this is 4 a.m. with some snow showers possible across the region, but by the time we get to Monday afternoon, we're finally going to see some sunshine across the region, but it won't be a warm day tomorrow. Temperatures generally only in the low 40s to upper 30s, and then we'll start Tuesday as well with plenty of sunshine. Temperatures right now, though, definitely cooling down, especially to the northwest of Grand Rapids. 38 in Muskegon, 35 in Ludington, still holding on to the 40s here in Grand Rapids, but 50s off to the east still. We'll cool down into the low 40s tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon only warming up to around 40 degrees, so tomorrow will be much cooler than it was throughout the daytime hours today. We'll stay dry heading into Tuesday as well, with an easterly wind keeping us on the cooler side, but once again, we are tracking the potential, at least for more severe weather by the time we get to Wednesday. Starting the day Wednesday morning, possibly with a rain-snow mix north of Grand Rapids, but then another warm front lifts through the region on Wednesday, similar to what we saw today, possibly bringing severe weather, especially near and south of Grand Rapids later in the day on Wednesday. Before that system completely clears out of the region, seeing some dry weather return by Thursday. This is the severe weather outlook, at least for Wednesday right now. A enhanced risk, likely severe weather to the south of I-94 especially, but severe weather will be possible for our entire area by the time we get to Wednesday. So keep an eye on that storm system as we head into the middle of the week. But for tomorrow, temperatures will be much cooler, only in the 30s along the lakeshore. No severe weather tomorrow, just mostly cloudy skies with decreasing clouds throughout the day. Grand Rapids to the south, generally in the low 40s, so much cooler than we saw today. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. So we will stay dry heading into Tuesday, but then there's that severe risk heading into Wednesday. So Micah, our attention definitely will be heading into Wednesday, because that could also bring us some more severe storms.
Thank you, and we'll be sure to keep an eye out on that for that. So thank you so much.